Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel for another build. Today I am building a little cute suburban kind of colonial style house for this section of my save file that I've been building in, where all the houses kind of have a similar style to this. A few weeks ago I actually built a starter home to fit in this neighborhood as well, because The Sims is free, as we all know now, and we have a lot of new Sims players who might only have the base games. And honestly, sometimes when I'm looking for a starter on the gallery really quick, I just look for a base game starter because I know it's going to be easier to find than if I find this dreamy starter with a gazillion packs. Oh no, I just outed myself, didn't I? Okay, yeah. Hot take. I am a simmer, obviously. If you're here, welcome. Thank you for joining us. But I do not have all of the packs. Yeah, your girl pays for books and, school and real life and food. A lot of other important things that come before all of the Sims packs. And I've slowly but surely been making my way into acquiring every single pack. Do I think I'll ever acquire all of the kits? No, I don't. There's a lot of kits, and quite frankly, I am not a creative sim builder, so right off the bat, all of those creative sim packs with the clothes, the throwback fit kit, great idea, super cute. If you're into that, great. I, however, am not. That is not this girly's little cup of tea. So, as you can see, the house actually comes together really quickly. When I was cutting down this footage and just speeding it up, I was amazed by how quickly I built this house. Obviously it's sped up to be 10 or 11 minutes. But I really didn't cut very much out after speeding it up, as well as the fact that the real footage, I want to say it took me maybe 2.5 hours to build this entire thing. And it's a pretty fair size house. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, I think. It's been a while since I built this, I won't lie. So, bear with me best you can as I try to remember. And I also know it has a formal dining room in the downstairs, and I almost never do formal dining rooms because I'm an open concept queen, except honestly building more closed off spaces in The Sims, in my opinion, is a little bit easier sometimes, because we all know when your house is too big and your Sims get stuck routing, or it takes a gazillion freaking years for them to get around, it's super annoying. Or thank God, I say thank God this, it's a real person, but thankfully, because I have some issues, starting with my perfection complex, which is very much reflected in the way I play my private gameplay. I say private ooh, so scandalous, but you know what I mean, when I don't film. My kids have to be on the honor roll, they have to have A's. You can really see a lot about who I am based on how I play. Anyway, I have thankfully never had a baby or a toddler whisked away from me. I have come close. I will not lie. I am not perfect. I have come close several times. But the only time I ever came way too close for comfort, I actually thought I was going to have to delete the little or delete all my progress and not save the game, was freaking out, thought I was going to get my kids stolen or swept away, was when I was living in this big mansion build that I didn't film recording, which is actually so crappy of me, because it's it's honestly one of the best things I have ever built, period, ever, and I regret that. But I was going through a little bit of a rough time, so I was trying to get back into The Sims lightly and just play for fun. And my legacy family that I play privately was ready for a big new stinking house, so your queen obviously delivered on that. Anyway, besides the point, the house was huge. And at the time, I had just started the second generation, and she had a ton of siblings, but they had obviously moved out, and she just had her first kid, and he just aged up into a toddler, and he was starving, and Queen goes over to get him some food, and literally it just took her so long to get across the house to get the child. I was like, this thing's going to get stolen from me. This whole kid is going to be swept away simply because my house is too large. And that is a huge first world problem. But anyway, I definitely prefer playing in semi-smaller builds, open concept builds, one story builds, because I think the stairs are so annoying in this game. Comment down below what your favorite kind of build to play in is. Because that would just make my heart smile. I cannot even remember what I named this on the gallery. That's how long it's been since I built this. I want to say I built this in middle October. and simply have not looked at it since then. So forgive me. I will try to forgive myself. I am not a very good landscaper, and I've been noticing because I've been editing like a lot of videos to get ahead because I've been out of school for a few days for the hurricane. Stay safe out there, children. And if it didn't affect you, good for you. But I've been editing a lot, like back to back to back, and oh my god, do I only know one style of landscape. And it's not even good. Like, you know what they say, like, if it's not broken, don't fix it? This is not even good. It is broke. And I should fix it, but I simply don't know how. And I honestly don't care between you and me. It's like a little secret. But, like, it should be better. Like, I can't, like, make Sims builds and not be a better landscaper, right? Right? I don't know. There are some people out there who just amaze me with what they can do with the freaking Sims. So, with that being said, what else should I tell you about? Oh my gosh. Okay, I live in the United States, if you couldn't tell by, the accent or the lack of accent, depending on your prereq. But I am finally legal. I have turned 21. I turned 21 October 13th. And I don't normally tell people my birthday, but my mom was like, you should definitely tell your sim friends that, when your birthday is. Does she realize that, 4 people watch my videos and one of them is definitely me? Yes. Or no, she doesn't. But bless her heart. But I turned 21 and I did the coolest thing of my life. It was honestly the best freaking day of my entire life. I went to an alpaca farm. And if you would like to see the pictures, they're on my Instagram, which I will link down below. And feel free to give me a follow. But literally, it was the coolest freaking experience of my life. So we drive out there. It's like, I don't know, probably an hour away from where I live, maybe an hour and 20 minutes. Like, it wasn't that far. And it was like a huge surprise. And we pull up down this like dirt road and I'm like, where the frick are we? Like, this doesn't make like I don't really celebrate my birthday. I haven't celebrated my birthday in a long time. And I have a skew of bad luck stories that I'd be happy to tell you one day. So comment down below if you want to hear about my bad luck birthday stories. But anyway, so I don't really celebrate, but I was like, all right, like I'm 21. This is the big 2-1. If you live in the United States, like, I gotta celebrate. I have to do something. We pull up down this dirt road and I see this thing laying in the field and I'm like, we're kind of in farm country. We're in, we're in nowhere, to be honest. And, I see it and it starts to move. And as we get closer, it dawns on me. I'm like, oh my God, this is my dream. We pull up, we get out, we go running. There is nothing except acres of alpacas. And in the middle is just this little teeny bopper double wide trailer with a big alpaca sign on the front of it. And these little cute old people come out. I'm sorry. I hope that's not like a cancelable offense, but they were very much older than me and probably a lot of modern technology, but they were so sweet and so kind. And we had a tour schedule and there was a group of like 6 of us, including myself. So really not a big deal in terms of the amount of people. And the guy comes out and he starts giving us a spiel, which was honestly really good. Like I was really entertained and I learned a lot, and I will be sharing those fun facts with you at some point in the story, but I'm trying to stay semi on track, which we all know I'm not very good at. And he's like, okay, so just a little rundown. Here's this, and this about the alpacas. He had 38 alpacas on property. 38. And then I found out, you know how much an alpaca costs? Because you probably don't. An alpaca costs almost $30,000 a piece. A piece. I was flabbergasted, to say the least. I did not realize that they were like such prime real estate, I guess you could say. But anyway, he's like, yeah, we're going to go in the pen. And we go in the pen and you have to keep the boys and girls separate because apparently alpacas, they be busy, man. They be real busy, if you know what I'm saying. And if you don't know what I'm saying, good for you. So they have to keep the boys and the girls separate. And we go in the pen and I'm just standing in the middle of like 11 boy alpacas, and they're so sweet and so cute, and they're surprisingly very light, and all they like is cuddles and treats, and it's so sweet. And this only further solidified the fact that I do in fact need to finish my degree and get a really good big girl corporate America gazillion-dollar job, because I need to be affording myself some alpacas. And then we go in, he's like, these are our llamas. They had 5 llamas on property. That's kind of a lot of llamas, I feel like. Apparently, llamas are kind of aggressive. Like, I didn't know that. He was like, okay, our llamas are like people trained, but like, let's say the llamas like lived in the wilderness, like they would not be very nice to you. And he's like, and let's get one thing straight. If you bring a dog or like a small animal, this llama will kill it. They're like sheep dogs or cattle dogs or whatever. They like protect the pack of alpacas from anything that might like hurt them, because I guess the area we're at, like at night, sometimes like they have an issue with like coyotes or whatever. But isn't that so freaking cool? That's so cool. Oh my God. I was so excited. So we're giving them treats. We're petting them. They're loving up against us. Like it's just freaking, it's amazing. There's nothing else to say, but this is truly the best experience of my life. And then we go to the other alpacas on the other side, to the nursery. You know how you make anything better in life? You make a mini version of it. Or in this case, a baby version. And better they were. We go in, and I can't talk too much because I don't want to sound egotistical. But out of the 5 other people who went into the nursery with me, the baby alpacas definitely liked me the most. They were playing with me and cuddling me, and they followed me around. And it was just the best experience of my whole freaking life. It was so cool. I'm actually on my Instagram page with my pictures of my alpacas. I'm going to go ahead and tag below, or tag the farm that I went to in case any of you want to go and see the alpacas, because it was so awesome. And the people who run the little alpaca sanctuary, they were incredible people. And I was in love with the entire experience. Oh my God. They also, you know, because there could not be more. They also had like swans and chickens and like stuff like that, like running around, which was kind of cool. I didn't realize I had never seen like a real swan, but they're very large, like bigger than you'd think, especially for being like, you know, a bird. But anyway, I was just like so obsessed with the entire thing. From point A to point B was the coolest thing I'd ever experienced. So the moral of the story, I had the best day of my life. If I were to cease existing in the next moment, I would be fulfilled, because I frolicked with the alpacas so I could die happy. Other point of the story, if you're ever looking for an idea to, you know, do with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your partner, or anything like that, your friends, go to an alpaca farm. Period. Go to one. You will not regret it. Your life will be altered for the better, and it will truly be a freaking magical experience. What else did I do? Oh my gosh. And then after the alpaca farm, we went tailgating, because my school happened to have a football game on my birthday. Very mid, the tailgate. Not super fun. Not the best thing ever. But then I ran into one of my really good friends and my old roommate, and she was like, oh my God, I totally forgot it was your birthday. I was like, LOL, you were not the only person. Literally every single one of my very close friends forgot it was my birthday. I had called one of them to check in, because she plays college soccer, and she had hurt her leg, and I was just calling to see how her MRI and like follow-up appointment went and stuff. And we like chatted. We were on the phone for like 30 minutes, and she calls me back like 3 hours later and was like, holy crap, I forgot it was your birthday. I was like, girl, you didn't have to tell me you forgot. Like, I knew you forgot, and you knew you forgot, but you definitely could have come in here and been like, oh my God, happy birthday, and like not just like blatantly been like, girl, I forgot. But I liked her honesty. I didn't disrespect the honesty. Anyway, so my other friend who I used to live with was like, girl, it's your birthday. I can't believe I forgot. I'm throwing you an impromptu birthday party. You don't have to do that. You really don't. Seriously, thank you so much, but you really don't have to do that. No, girl, I insist. Please. It's okay. It's okay. No, we're doing it. Starts inviting random people from the tailgate. So I go, because how do you just not go to this birthday party that, like, I guess is mine? I'm telling you, I did not know one frickin' person there. Not one. Thankfully, my friend who does play college soccer and totally forgot it was my birthday was feeling really, really bad and wanted to make it up to me. So she drove to like meet us or whatever. and like come to this party. So she comes with one of her friends, who is really nice. She's from Ireland. Really like her. Super funny. But anyway, side to point. So we decided we're going to go be menaces and we go do like the typical 21-year-old stuff. Like we went and we had appetizers and, we went to this restaurant bar place that has a train that like drives through it or behind it. I don't really know. You can like see the train drive by, but it like goes like right past. Like there's like fences and stuff. But anyways, we went there and every time the train goes by, you get like free shots. So we had like one of those. It was not your typical 21st birthday, but I will say it was honestly one of the best birthdays I've had probably ever. And although we didn't do much and a lot of my friends did forget, and that I say that with no ill will because I was kind of grateful that they forgot because like I said, I don't really celebrate. But I had like the best time and I just wanted to share like what a little fun saucy experience with you guys. And your girl's legal now, so watch out because I might have to become under the influence and come play The Sims. Do I think that it would make me any better or worse of a Sims player? No, I don't. But I do think the commentary would get even more wild, if that's even possible, because if you ever listen to these things, like actually, which I'm assuming you do if you've made it this far in the video, the things that come out of my mouth sometimes are just so out of pocket, it's not even right. I don't know why I thought this video was like 10 minutes. Like sometimes my editing software, when I do my voiceovers, I can't really see my build. Not like it matters because as you can tell, and if you've been watching my speed builds for a little bit at this point, it doesn't take much to figure out that I almost never talk about my build. So let's talk about the build for once. Anyway, so this bedroom or this house can sleep a family of 5, I believe, and in my head it was like 2 twins who maybe they weren't sure, like the parents weren't sure they were gonna have, so they adopted them a little later, and their older sibling decided like, okay, I'll take the bullet, I'll bite the bullet because we don't have a big enough house. I will take the smaller room because there's 2 of you in this, it's kind of a gigantuous room, but I really like this. I imagine it's for a teen girl, but I liked it. It's giving Harry Potter book 3, but it is still really cute, aside from the fact that it's the size of a teeny tiny closet. And then I cut out all of the bathrooms actually because, well, not the first one, and you can also see them in the screenshots because I just copy and pasted my bathrooms. So they all have essentially the exact same thing. Some have a shower, some have a tub, some have a sink, a shower and a tub combo. But all in all, this house ended up being 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and then there's even a computer in the hallway because I really wanted there to be a whole office, and I originally planned on it being where the formal dining room is. But I just really like the idea of a formal dining room because this house is just so traditional, in my opinion. So, like, I wanted to keep with that, and yeah. And I ran out of space, and that's what I did. Sue me. If you don't like my house, then you don't like my house. It's been a while since I built this house, but I'm looking at it right now, and I honestly think I built it with just the base game and that new Desert Deluxe kit that they gave out, as well as maybe Parenthood. So it's really not all that much in terms of packs. So hopefully it's really playable. It probably is super expensive though. Like I won't even lie to you. It's probably cost a fortune. So it's semi-playable in the sense that you can download it, but you might have to motherlode yourself into this house. Which, no harm, no foul. We've all been there. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, right? That's what they say, I think. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my build, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to see more. I will see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.